Hello, hello, hello. We are live with today's stream. So I'm just going to share that on all the social medias and then we'll hop into the game. It is Wednesday, starting with some Animal Crossing and then hopefully having time for Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic afterwards. I know we are starting. It's a very late start for me. I do apologize for that. Don't know really what to say. I was tired today. I'm still tired. I was debating canceling, but I'm like, no, I need to get better about not canceling streams. So I am live, and here we are. So let's just hop into some Animal Crossing. Yes, June 8th, 4:44 p.m. Trantor. It's all good. All good in the neighborhood. Let's get started. Okay. First of all, we should have a new villager. Let's see if it's somebody from the list. Nate, Sadek, Robotta, Matilda. Excuse me. Huggy, Punchy, Bangle. Mitzi is new. Chow, Twiggy, Goldie, Gwen, Billia. So Mitzi's the new one. We have had her before though, so nope. This final 6 still remain. Okay. Let's see what we got in the mail. For the museum, got some ammonite, or an ammonite. Some would refer to like the amber, but ooh, a mammoth skull. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And a Patasaurus skull, 2 skulls. Cool. Cool. And then from Tom Nook got a Robo Stereo. And I don't remember the other 2 things. Executive Toy. Oh wait, Waterbird? Is the other thing a Waterbird? Waterbird! Only 3 gifts today because the other thing we need to grab from Samantha's Gyrate later before we go. HRA loves my house. Because of course they do. We have 2 more letters from Nook and from whoever moved out yesterday. I'm blanking on who though. Tom Nook, yeah, with Hazmat Barrel, and Bessie moved to Mars. Excellent. Okay, well, put the furniture over at my house for the moment. We do not need it at present. Stereo, and I'll just get out before the sound of those 2 things just drives me up the wall. First week of fishing. Okay, let's just go with fishing tourney, which don't matter too much to me at the moment. Weed, our first weed of the day. Played yesterday, so should have a normal day's worth of weeds. Had all 5 fossils yesterday, so we'll have 5 new fossils today, so we have no reason to believe any of them will be especially difficult to find, although of course that could end up happening regardless. 3 weeds already, because we're finding most of our weeds early today. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong at all. Huggy around? Yes, here is Huggy. How's it going? That is my name, yes. 8 bazillion, give or take. Yeah. Yes. We haven't really been getting rain recently here in my main town, though, so I'm not sure what Huggy's talking about. Eating properly. It would be a lie if I said yes, so I won't say that. No thanks. I'll never find a single apple. Oh no, these are peaches in this acre. Apples are in a different acre. I really like when they mention that a certain, you know, fruit isn't in this town, and then it zooms out and, you know, we're surrounded by trees with that fruit. Punchy! What's up? Ooh, Punchy Bob quiz. Meteor shower. Oh. Okay. No free stuff. Well, because that's off the money rock. No free stuff there. That's fine. Down there is Mitzi, our newest villager, but we'll have to wait till we come around to talk to her. Bangle, meanwhile, is out and about, so I'll have to keep our eyes open for her as we explore our town. Hey, Chow. Yes, just me. Talk to me. Yeah. Carpenter. I'm just gonna sell it to Nooks regardless. And I know I'm losing out on this deal. I'm losing out by quite a bit, but hey, I'm fine with that. I mean, you know, the actual, you know, differences in them when I compared to like the amount of money I actually have are negligible, so it is what it is. You know, it's all good. All good in the neighborhood. Okay, what's going on? We haven't found any fossils yet. And we're not quite at Nooks though, so definitely gone for longer without finding fossils before. Hey, there's a pill bug in that rock. Them thar rock. Anything? Nothing. No fossils as of yet. Oh, never mind. Fossil number 1. Tons of fun. Let's go. Excellent. And wait. Oh no. Just the edge of that bush there. Okay. Yes. Just out of curiosity, because we had the I don't have turn regardless, and we had a price spike yesterday. Oh, 132 today though. Still a decent price. Not a price spike, but like for standard price, decent. 6,300. Yeah, we probably would have got a lot closer to 10,000 had I not traded my mammoth skull, but you know, sometimes you gotta do what you I mean, not that I had to do that. Sometimes you do what you choose to do. I don't know where I'm going with this sentence. Rainy day paper and jade check print. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, it's just still just banging all the people's houses we've been by that we haven't talked to. Hey, Bill. Picture of health. I mean, bad health, is that what you're going with, or let's chat. Ah, I guess we're getting racy sometime soon. Yeah, you have to wash your car. Good luck, buddy. I recommend the pen trick. How I got every piece of clothing she carries. Okay. Goldie! Sure. That's a profit for me. Off of 150. Yes. Well, I do have a question though. Why were you buying apples? Your house is surrounded by them. Yeah, Twiggy lives over here. What's up? Not sure how I would feel like living in a house where like there's a cliff just like a few feet in front of the front door, like. But I mean, to be fair, I live in, you know, the prairies where things are relatively flat, so might just be that's why I'm saying that. Fossil number 2. How about you? Finishing off this inky paper. Moving up the museum paper and the watermelon paper. And adding this rainy day paper to our stationery section. Okay. No, not the money rock. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, our newest villager. Oh. Hey, Mitzi. Yeah, it's a pretty cool place. Yes. I quite enjoy it. Okay. Weed. Anything lost? No. Nothing lost. I feel like I almost have my timing good enough there to get in 8th Bay. Obviously not quite good enough, but almost good enough. Either way though, we got ourself our money rock. So if we got 2 fossils, not too shabby. 49, 350. So then, like long spot, that should put us just over 50,000. Unless we have lucky, in which case it could put us, you know, close to well over 50,000. Well, yeah. Just have to wait and see what comes of it. Okay, so 2 fossils so far, and the money rock. Nope. Not a glowing spot yet. 3 fossils to go. As we cross the... Oh! Fossil number 3, just for me. And I also see the glowing spot right there. Write letter to the museum on museum paper. That's... Banshee. And Shmanji, yeah, just 1,000. Just the standard 1,000, but that is enough to put us over 50,000. we want to say hello to the Able sisters? I think so. Can we say hi to her from this side? We can. Yeah, we don't really get any new dialogue with her, though. But, you know, it's still neat that we got the dialogue that there was. Oh, sorry for the yawning. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Need 2 more fossils. It's not too shabby, honestly. Okay, wishing well anyone, but... Oh, hey, Static. Yes. Loafing about? How dare you? I do have a job. I was working earlier today. Do you have a job, Static? I like these clothes. And I am super fashionable. Bangle! What's up? Yes. Oh! No. Not for that price. Sorry, Bangle. That is just not worth it. Okay. How are things? Everything's perfect. Trantor is a very livable place. That's right, it is. That is right. Nothing down here yet? Nope. Into the final quadrant. I hear a mosquito. I think I do. Oh, Gwen I already talked to. Okay. Hello, Pro Dale Random. Welcome in. How's it going? How are you doing? Fossil number 4. Just one more. Okay. Almost done our exploration time. We also still need to talk to Ribot, Matilda, and Nate yet. So talk to them, find the last fossil. Oh. Fossil number 5, we're alive. Okay, so we found all the fossils. Found a glowing spot, found the money rock. 3 more villagers to talk to and check for any more weeds. But we're almost done our, you know, just standard daily exploration of town. Pretty good time too. Hey Nate, what's happening? At this weird hour? Is it a weird hour? What's weird with the hour? Oh yeah, you gotta catch a bass. Not a carp. Not anything else. Gotta catch a bass. But now you know, Nate, and knowing is half the battle. I don't know what the other half is. Normally I'd say the other half is red and blue laser beams, but I don't think you're supposed to be using laser beams in fishing. Could be wrong though. I don't have exactly spent very much time in my life fishing. Hey, Ribot. I mean, busy-ish. Now let's talk. Yes, I do. I've washed her car a bajillion times, give or take. Wait. Ribot's shirt doesn't look at all like good. Wait, isn't Ribot's shirt... Isn't that one of the Gracie outfits anyway? I'm might be wrong. I can't remember. I don't have all the clothing in this game memorized. What's up? Oh yeah. Well, you can find out if Robot's outfit is one of the Gracie exclusive ones fairly easily. Because I have, you know, a complete collection of them in my basement. Okay, let's go check. Yep, right there. Kind of on the right side, I guess. 3 from the back, so it's kind of right on the corner of the screen. Oh, now it's in the corner of the screen. Just realized. Look at OBS now, and OBS actually shows more than my TV does, because just a little bit at the top. That's interesting. Like the stream? Thank you. I try my best. Okay. So, yeah, so that means it's weird that Gracie would have insulted Robot's clothing, considering, you know, it's one of her exclusive outfits. But I mean, I understand. It's because the villager dialogue and what the villagers are... It doesn't check what the villagers are wearing for stuff like that. What are we doing here? Mail-in letters. Got 5 fossils to mail out. Yes. And then we'll sell the junk and then get ready for a trip over to one of my secondary towns. The town of Mars. Okay. Rain, sleet, snow, or hail will deliver what you mail. I do appreciate the rhyming. With good timing. Okay. I'll just sell the junk. And then... Yes, Nook, I'd like to sell these items, what, 2? Yeah, just 2 things. For a whole 590 bells. For rich folks. 590 bells, that doesn't even register compared to the amount of money I have in this game. Excuse me. Okay, I need to empty out the inventory and grab 1, 2, 3, and then also, yeah, we need to grab a 4th thing from Samantha's gyroid. Yes, check items, take it. There we go. And then empty out my wallet before heading out. So we want a completely empty wallet. Completely empty inventory other than those 4 pieces of furniture. Oh, there was a mosquito right there. Didn't get me though, I got inside first. Make a deposit, please. Ooh, we are so close to 250 million in here. Which, I mean we will be reaching that in the next, however long it takes me to travel to my other 2 towns, do my stuff there, and get back. My other 2 towns I'm going to today. I have a total of 18 towns. Taking a trip. Yeah, I just also had brain fart. Like I'm like, wait, I did remember to make sure I had the correct memory cards, but I did. Actually, set that up yesterday already, ahead of time. Made sure that the memory cards were correct because you know, you never know when. You never know when you might. When you might forget to check something later, so might as well do it sooner if you can. Do it when you first think of it, and then if you remember again later, you just double check it and such. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, we are going to Mars. Excellent. As intended. Sorry. Heard something. I was hoping I had some mail being dropped off, but no. No knock at the door. I do have two things I think I'm waiting for right now. I'm blanking on what they are. Oh no, a Lego set and an instruction booklet for a game. That's right. Arriving at Mars. We'll check this just as we're running by. Yeah, nothing of note on there. This way. Need to. These triple layer towns you have to think about extra about because there's two cliffs. You have to think about where the ramps are for both of them. Okay. Hey, Captain, take me to Rama Island. No, I said Rama Island. I didn't say Ram A Island. So I say Ram an Island. Don't ram an island though. That'd be bad. More for us than the island. Although it's, an especially small island, I suppose. I mean, this is a pretty small island, but our boat is even smaller, so I think that would end worse for us than for the island. Just a feeling. It's more than a feeling. A song. Okay, why is Captain singing about committing violence against me? I understand singing a fair amount to pass away time. But don't need to be all violent about it. Okay. Here we are. Rama Island. Oh. We gotta switch to Islander info. Here we go. There is Faith. Let's see what our house currently looks like. So, of the 3... Okay, so she has the 3 bears on display, not the elephant slide. Good stuff, okay. Let's see if we can get her these other 4 things. Yeah, it's me. Maybe. Executive toy, excellent. She wants the executive toy. It's all yours. Okay. My soul is beautiful. Thank you for noticing. Talk to me. Oh, yeah. I'm sure Munok didn't mean it. I'm sure it was an accident. I'm bored. Oh. She returned the elephant sled. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. We'll just have to leave and come back to return it to her later. Technically, I'm not from Mars. I'm visiting from Trantor. Just saying. What's new? Ooh. Read a how-to book. How to what, though? How to... sure, I like interesting stories. Look, I have 3 pieces of furniture that I know you want. Well, actually, I have 4 pieces of furniture that I know you want because you returned. There we go. Waterbird. It's all yours. Okay. Care to chat? Sure. What do we want to have her say instead? There we go. What's new? Yeah, mentioning Munok again. Just hanging. Yes. I'm glad you like the baby bear. I have some more things to give you, if you want to take them. Sure thing, okay. We need to call it something else already. She already doesn't like it. What do we want her to say? How many letters do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Exactly 10, okay. We have 10 letters. You know what? We're just gonna do this. I don't know why that's so amusing to me. Probably just 'cause I'm tired. But, I like it. Let's chat. Ooh, a paperback. Nice. What was the title? I'm bored. I have no ya. Hannah! Welcome in with the raid. Piece of Hannah. How's it going? And Atrophonian. Welcome on in. And Knight for a Princess. AC is going well. How are you doing? How was your stream? What were you up to today? Let me give you a shout out. Playing retro. But that doesn't really narrow down much. But hopefully, yeah. How was the stream? What were you up to? The ever vague, yeah, the ever vague retro. How was your stream though? For anyone not following Piece of Hannah, you definitely should be. She's an awesome streamer, friend of mine, cool person, and if you like retro games, especially like adventure games and such, Quest for Glory 4, yeah, great place to go. Also, Zelda randomizers, specifically like Ocarina of Time and such. Glory was quested for. Nice. And for anyone coming in who doesn't know me, I'm Eric Barkman, a variety streamer with focus on Nintendo, working on multiple things at any given time, including working on trying to 100% the GameCube Animal Crossing. To a ridiculous extent. To give an idea of how ridiculous. So, some of you who have played the GameCube Animal Crossing might not even recognize the fact that there are... Oh, and thank you for the follow, Knight for a Princess. Yeah, some of you might not be confused about where I am and what's going on. Because in the GameCube game, if you have a Game Boy Advance and a GameCube Game Boy Advance link cable, thank you as well for the follow, Atrophonian, you can go to the island. And on the island, you have one of 18 islanders. I have 18 towns so that I can have each islander. Each islander also has 8 or 9 pieces of furniture that they request, and I'm trying to get all of their requests. So you can see below me on the list where it like names the islander, the island I have that they're on, the town that it's attached to, and how much of their furniture I've gotten to them. And then currently I'm working on Faith, who's right here, and you can see down at the bottom the list of stuff that she wants. Anything with... I've gotten all the furniture for her, so the asterisk indicates that I've, you know, ordered it, or like, oh, at this point it's either with her or in my inventory. But yeah, asterisk in case I've at least ordered it, and then the dash means she's accepted it, taken it from me already. And yeah, so that is what we're working on right now. Problem we're finding is, you know, because it's the random dialogue of whether or not she is like, oh, I want that. Oh, there we go. See, because we just went through a series of other random dialogues but now here she's actually asking for the Robo Stereo. So here we go. It's all yours. So then we need her to ask for the Jack in the Box. The Elephant Slide, she had actually we gave it to her yesterday, and then she returned to us. So we have to leave the island and come back before we can give her the Elephant Slide again. Yeah, good words. Thank you. Have I ever seen snow? I live in Canada. Of course I've seen snow. Let's go. Let's chat. Lyrics of Captain Songs. Faith is one of the few female islanders who actually seems to like Cap'n songs. A lot of them seem to get creeped out by Cap'n songs, and understandably so. But Faith seems to actually like them. Okay. Yeah, so the problem here is we're just, you know, going... Oh, there we go. Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box is actually a bit annoying. So every other furniture I've gotten for every Islander, and glancing over the list of what's remaining, what is also the rest of them need. It's also that, like, you know, I was able to order from my catalog. Jack in the Box, while I've gotten them, I can't order from my catalog because, you know, they're a holiday thing. Luckily, I did have one sitting in one of my other characters' houses, but yeah, okay, so we've got her everything except the elephant slide now. So we need to leave and come back to be able to give her that. Hey, Captain. Yes. Yeah, so what he's talking about here is, this is why you need the Game Boy Advance. You can transfer a copy of this island to the Game Boy Advance in nice, like, 16-bit graphics. 16-bit? No, I think the Game Boy Advance is technically 32-bit, but whatever. And do some minigame stuff. We're not going to be doing any of that, because I think I've done that in the past, but that's not what I'm working on currently. Yeah. I am amazing. Thank you. I mean, I'm no Spider-Man, but I suppose Spider-Man isn't the only one who can be amazing. Let's also just update Faith 7 out of 8. Okay. Yeah, also, anyone coming in from the raid, obviously, if you needed to leave, or or you're, you know, lurking or whatever, awesome, that's, you know, feel free, whatever. But if you're sticking around, if you feel like chatting, and this also actually can apply to, I guess, people that are already here. Just out of curiosity, who's everyone's favorite Animal Crossing villager, if you have one? Mine is Alfonso. But yeah. For a couple of reasons. First of all the Mario references, because, you know, his default clothing is, well, the Big Bro shirt, which is what I'm wearing as well, which is Mario themed. His catchphrase is "It's a me." Mario's catchphrase. So first of all, just the Mario references, because I'm a big Mario fan. And then also, back when I was younger, when I played this game originally, like back in like the early 2000s, me and my friends, you know, a bunch of us all had different towns, and there was an Alfonso that moved amongst like 4 or 5 different towns of ours. So it was just the connecting fiber between our towns. Okay, let's head back to the island now. So we can give Faith that elephant slide. Okay. Who's the next one? Oh, Flash, I guess, will be the next Islander we'll be doing, because pretty much going through them alphabetically, you might be like, oh, but Flossie and Plucky are already done, and that's because Flossie is from my main well, the island off my main town. Plucky is the one from my 4th town, because also my 2nd and 3rd town Islanders have their stuff done a lot sooner as well, which was Bliss and Drift. Just because I had those towns a lot longer, so I already got them done. But then I was kind of like, you know, making all the other towns. I was just like, you know, let's just make all the towns and then worry about getting all the Islanders their stuff after we have them all. And that's what we're working on now. And because I'm ordering the stuff from the catalog to bring them, and you can order up to 5 stuff at a time. What I'm mostly doing is ordering 4 things one day and then 4 things the next day, so it takes me 2 days to get them everything. I guess for the ones that, because I think I still have some that need 9 stuff, so there will be like, one of the days will be 5 therefore. Never played any Animal Crossing games. Okay. Well, then understandably, I'm assuming you don't have a favorite character. Yes. Let's tug. There we go. Elephant slide. It's all games. Well, if you have any questions about anything this Animal Crossing related, because I am one of the foremost experts on the GameCube Animal Crossing. Not on the other games in the later games in the series or any of the spin-offs, but on this original game I am foremost expert. Okay, so what are we missing in here? I like how she has the Jack-in-the-Box right in front of the door. This thing is annoying. Okay, the executive toy isn't in here, and obviously the elephant slide isn't in here since we just gave that to her now. Okay, but that is everything for Faith. So I'm just gonna wait, get us going back, and then I'll. There we go. So Faith is at 8 out of 8. That means time to make a list of what the next person needs. And, like, the Islanders will occasionally mention in dialogue, like, what the furniture they're looking for, what they want. But I don't feel like going and talking to them repeatedly just to find that out, so I'm just going online and grabbing. What I do is I just go online and grab a list. Okay, so Flash next. So let's see here. What does Flash want? Blue cabinet. Blue bookcase. Hi-fi stereo. Kitchen clock. Train set. Blue bed. A lot of blue stuff. I think I already said that. Blue bench. Ooh, and how is this spelled? B-R-O-N. I think I spelled that right. Ace. A-E. Yep. When in doubt, break up into smaller words. Okay, so that's what Flash is going to want. Wait, one, yeah. But also, let's see, so got everything for Anka, Annalise, Bliss, Boomer, Bud, Dobby, Drift, Alina, Faith, Flossie, and Plucky. So that's 11. I believe that's right. Percentage. Islanders. We were at 10, so now we're at 11, so that makes sense. 11 Islanders complete. As a person who likes 100% games, you appreciate the notes, yes. I mean, 100%ing to the extent that I do generally requires notes. Or I guess just like a really good memory, but I do not have a really good memory. What am I doing? Calculator. So yeah, I pick up my phone, I already forgot what I picked it up for. So 11 divided by 18 equals 61%. Yeah, and here below me you can see my various percentages of the various things I'm working on. Majority of things are, you know, 90s or already 100%. One thing in the 80s. Islanders thing is still in the 60s. And then NES games 100%ed down to 5%. Because for anyone unaware, GameCube Animal Crossing contains 19 NES games, fully playable and everything. And because of the aforementioned ridiculousness of myself. As part of 100%ing Animal Crossing, I want to 100% all 19 of those NES games. Yeah. And then of course, following on from the ridiculousness, what exactly I consider 100%ing for each of those NES games is itself ridiculous. So, you know. But hey, we're slowly working our way through things, making progress, getting better. And eventually we will succeed, in theory. Or, you know, die before we succeed, but considering I'm not going to die till I'm 102, February 4th, 2089, which is pretty far away. So, I should hopefully have finished this game by then. Anything lost? Ooh, they have something lost. Okay. Clothing. 5-ball shirt. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Let's check the dump. See if there's there will be stuff in the dump. 2 things show up in the dump every day. That's just the way this game works. Let's go and see what the 2 things are today. More clothing. A noble shirt and an orange tie-dye. Well, I am pretty noble, so, you know, understand. No. I'm not a tie-dye, though, so that one doesn't quite work. Ooh, glowing spot. Okay, where is Nook's? Right here. Nook's Cranny. Well, for anyone curious, this is not my main town. In case that wasn't obvious. Just curiosity. Turnip prices? 89, okay. I don't have any turnips, and I would not be selling them for that price regardless. The only way I'd be selling turnips for like 89 bells a piece is if it was a Saturday and I still had turnips left, and amongst all 18 of my towns, that was the highest price. But if that was the case, something would be very wrong. Okay, also, just give me a moment. I need to swap memory cards because we're going to visit another one of my towns. Yes, I am leaving already. But actually I probably won't be coming. Well, probably won't be coming back to this town for a while. Unless I manage to actually stop canceling Sunday morning streams. Because in theory on Sunday mornings I should be visiting all of my towns to check turnip prices and buy them wherever they're the cheapest. And then during the week visit all my towns to check where to sell them, but I haven't been managing that recently. It's tricky right now because with my current schedule, it's like Saturday evening I stream Animal Crossing to get Song from KK Slider, and then Sunday morning I want to be streaming to buy turnips, but Sunday morning, because I'm streaming Saturday night, I'm like, I just want to sleep. But I mean, we only have, 8 more songs left. And then I'll probably at that point I'll probably be dropping the Saturday evening streams from the schedule. I have Saturday as a day off, as a general rule. I know December 24th is, I'm pretty sure, Saturday this year, and will have to get the remaining jingle stuff that I missed out on last past Christmas Eve to finish off my wallpaper, my carpet, my clothing, as well as getting 2 more pieces of furniture from that. Which will most likely put me at 601, because I'll mostly have gotten nearly all the other furniture by that point. With 1 remaining thing. Fully expecting that the post office model... Other than the post office model, every piece of furniture I need is something that I can get on a specific date. So it's just about me waiting for those dates. The post office model is dependent on me maxing out my savings account, which is dependent on me doing the turnip market stuff more. Nothing new here. We're just checking a few things in this tab. Mainly we're here to just grab a bunch of my money there. From the last time I did turnip market stuff, which was, like, honestly, that was several weeks ago already, and yet I'm still slowly getting all my money back. Anything lost? We have something lost. Okay. Let's go. Just like Gulliver's randomly washed ashore today. Probably not, but you never know. Nope, no Gulliver. And the other thing, another thing we're doing here, I mentioned earlier that my favorite villager is Alfonso, who I do not currently have in my main town, but I do have him right here. Found him actually a few seconds earlier than I thought I would. Oh yes, it is. Sure. Yeah, obviously he's no longer wearing his default clothes, otherwise we'd be dressed the same. Also, he no longer has his default catchphrase, he's saying QWERTY. Oh yeah. I was expecting to see him here, because this is his house right here, but I guess he was headed away from his house a little bit. Not far from his house, but just the next acre over. How many of my towns is Chow living in? Because there's this Chow here. I'm pretty sure I just saw Chow in Mars, where the last time we ran him. He's definitely living in my current main town of Trantor as well. Chow's just living everywhere, apparently. Misty Paper. You are here shirt. But where is here? Okay, Nook. Just out of curiosity, if I had turnips, 64. Oof, that's worse than Mars. $617. Okay. I think that's all with that, so let's just grab our money and then head back to my main town. I was gonna say, I was going to say, just be careful, Eric, because you don't pick up that gyroid there, but I don't think it's actually... If I'm just going row by row like this, I don't think we're going to get up to that point today yet anyway. No, we're definitely not. We can get a few more than this. Things like the carpet, we're missing one item. The carpet, the wallpaper, the clothing I'm missing, as well as 2 of the furniture pieces I'm missing, are all things you can get on Christmas Eve from the character Jingle. So, so basically the way it works is, I mean, you have to find him a couple of times, answer some questions. One series of answers will lead to you getting the wallpaper. One series of answers will lead to you getting the carpet. One will lead to you getting the clothing. One will lead to you getting one of the 10 pieces of furniture. But that's random. So, this past Christmas Eve, what I was doing was trying to get all the furniture. And I discovered 2 things. First of all, he can give you furniture he's already given you. So I missed out on 2 of the furniture, but I got doubles of a bunch of others. Secondly, after a certain time, he stops giving you stuff. So that I wasn't able to get the remaining stuff. However, this past Christmas Eve, I had, what was it, 2 or 3 towns I could use at the time. This next Christmas Eve, I'll have 18 towns, so unless I get really unlucky, I'll be getting all of those things then. So yeah. So most of what I need... So basically that has like a slight random chance with the 2 furniture, but like everything else with the furniture that I need there's no random chance involved. Wallpaper, carpet, clothing, no random chance. Items, items slight random chance. So but essentially nothing. Oh, actually. So the final item I need, I will get on, unless I get really unlucky, I'll get on July 4th. So basically, for the items, I'm just going to come here, talk to him, and look at my catalog. So, handheld items. So, umbrellas and parasols, I have them all. But then there's like the fans, the pinwheels, and the balloons. Which there are, I believe, 8 of each. And there's also the tools, but those I have. Now, balloons and pinwheels both have 2 ways of getting them. But then, one of the ways is shared. Fans, you can only get that one way, which is July 4th. You have the character Red in town, selling either fans, pinwheels, or balloons. Now the balloons, I'd already gotten all of them through the other method prior to July 4th last year. Last year I managed to buy all the fans from Red in one of my towns. I think in my other town I had at the time, he was selling balloons, which I already had all of them. Pinwheels, I got most of them through the other method, which is on sale day, which is the equivalent of Black Friday, but I was only able to get 7 of them. So basically, for those I just need to wait till July 4th and then hope that in one of my 18 towns he's selling pinwheels, which... So there's slight random chance there, but it's pretty much just guaranteed that at least one of those, like, I'd have to have really bad luck to not get the pinwheels in at least one of the towns. So there's very little random chance in the remaining stuff I need, as far as for the catalog stuff. For the villager stuff, there is some random chance, but that's more just, well, that's more just in how long it will take. So give me one moment, I can just switch back to the network cursor so we can go back to my main town. So for the villager thing, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to have every villager live in my main town at one point or another, and keeping a letter from each of them as like a memento, keepsake, or whatever. And there's the RNG of like when villagers move in, and not kind of when a villager moves in from another town, but like just when a villager just moves in at random. It does cycle through, and it won't have a villager move in until it cycles through everyone. Which in theory means I should have gotten to 218 with no problem. But I got to 209, and then had a repeat move in, which confused me for a long time, well, for a little bit, until I figured out what it was. In summer, occasionally, villagers will come and camp in your town on weekends. Well, I mean, I say okay. Every weekend there will be a villager camping in your town. And those draw from the same list and also cross off from the same list. So, those villagers that I had camp in my town last summer counted as part of the game cycle, but because I'm not able to, like, get a letter from them, they don't count for, my 100%ing that I'm doing. So I have to wait for them to come up now again. As, hopefully not as campers again, but hopefully. We'll see how it goes. But really, that's just a waiting game. And even the worst, if they do end up being as campers again, I just have to cycle through again. So, like, in theory, eventually. It's a random chance of when it happens, but guaranteed that it will happen eventually. So, yeah. Yeah, there were definitely points earlier in the game where there was RNG involved and stuff, but I'm at the point now where I've gotten, like, past most of the RNG stuff I had to worry about. Which, a game like this you get by just, doing stuff over and over and over and over again until eventually the game's like, fine, take it. Okay, Matilda moved out. Okay. Generally when you travel, somebody moves out. Not always. Actually, if you're under a certain amount of villagers, nobody will move out, but... yeah. I mean, if you have 5 villagers, nobody can move out, because 5 is the minimum in this game. Hey, past the 250 million mark. A quarter of the way to maxing out my savings account. Well, a little over a quarter, because max out at 999,999,999. Just one short of $1 billion. And that's how you get the post office model, by maxing that out. So that's not even a ridiculous, like... That's not one of those, like, ridiculous Eric 100% things. That's like a... No, that's an actual intended feature of the game, is maxing that out to get something. No, I mean, granted, there's also the feature of the game of giving codes to get stuff, but I decided which is what they use in, like, 100% speedruns of this game, because nobody's maxing out their savings account in a speedrun. Almost nobody's maxing out their account in normal gameplay, let alone a speedrun. I know of one person. I only know of one person who's legitimately maxed out their savings account in this Animal Crossing. One person. But eventually I'll be another person once I finish it. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. But yeah, for my 100%, I decided I wasn't going to be using codes other than the stuff that requires codes, which. I mean, most of the stuff in here, in my house, required codes, like, basically all the Mario stuff, except for these statues. And this, I think this bench did as well. This journal here didn't, but that's just because it's just a journal. Also, some of the NES games up here required codes. Not all of them, but some of them. This one, Ice Climber, required me to get a e-reader for the Game Boy Advance and the Ice Climber e-reader card, both of which I spent a decent sum of money on. Oh, I need to organize my inventory. Wait, this is a rainy day. What was this one? Oh no, rainy day should be at the bottom. There we go. Now that it really matters. Okay, and even though we know the numbers are accurate, we know we can get anything new today, I do like to look at my catalog to make sure the numbers are lining up. I mean, it did happen one time where I'm like, oh yeah, we didn't get anything new, and then I look at my numbers and they had increased, and I honestly still don't really... I mean, I kind of know what happened. Basically, what had happened was I must have at some point crossed something off, or taken something off my list without, or possibly just misincluding on the list or something, I don't know. Anyway, 583 on furniture, yeah, 66 and 66, yeah, 246, yes, 63, yes. All 64 stationary, all 127 gyroids, all 25 fossils, and music is at, what are we at, 47? 47. Awesome. And now what do we need to order for our next islander? Where's my islander list? Okay, so blue cabinet. Blue Series is nice. It's right at the top of the list. Okay, and blue bookcase. Hi-fi stereo. Which conversely is closer to the bottom of the list. It's not at the bottom of the list, but it's closer. So down to the bottom, and then work our way up. Luckily, all of the, or most of the stereos are together in one group, so we just need to wait till we... There we go. Other way. Hi-fi stereo. And a kitchen. Oh, wow, that's pricey. It's not a problem for me, but I wasn't expecting it to be that much money. One more thing, then. Kitschy clock. I think clocks are also closer to the bottom. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Come on. Oh. Right there. Yes. Okay. And that's 4 things. Technically, you can order 5 things in a day, but since, you know, we have a total of 8 things to get for Flash, might as well do 4 today, 4 next time, right? Split it up. Okay. For the Islanders, I want, you know, 9 things. There, you'll get I'll get 5 things one of the days, 4 things the other day. It's still weird to me that some of the most Islanders want 8, but there's like the 3 that want 9. And deposit a bit more money. I always like to bring my wallet down to 30,000. Yeah. Don't need to carry too much on me, you know. It can be dangerous wandering the streets of Animal Crossing with too much cash. And now for everyone's favorite part. So as I mentioned, part of my definition of 100%ing this for myself, I would never expect anyone else to do this. But yeah, 100%ing the NES game. So we're going to go and do a round of Balloon Fight. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, there's some people I know that actually refer to what I do as Eric%. Just because of how far beyond, you know, normal definitions of 100% I sometimes go. Not always. I mean, it depends on the game, obviously, and, like, heck, there's at least one game that, you know, I beat the game, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I think I'm 100% of this just from beating it, because there's not really anything else to it. That game being Adventures of Lolo. Not Adventures of Lolo 2, though, because that one actually, beyond beating the game, there were bonus levels, which I have to do at some point. I have no idea for Adventures of Lolo 3, I haven't played that one yet. It's on my future purchase list, but who knows when, because it's an expensive game. Oh. Now, for anyone wondering what my definition of 100% for Balloon Fight is, well, first of all, there's 3 modes, so I have to 100% all 3 modes. But this is, yeah, the main game single player. There's also main game 2-player, and then the Balloon Trip. Balloon Trip is actually the easiest. That's just getting this score to roll over. This one, and getting score to roll over, isn't even that difficult. I've done it multiple times. The main game is getting phase counter to roll over is my definition of 100%ing it, and doing that deathless. Because, well, basically my goal was, like, you know, getting the number to roll over while I'm at the max amount of lives, and since there's no way to get extra lives, that just means, you know, starting lives, which means not dying. Which is easier said than done at times. At this early point of the game, it's easy. As it gets further in, it gets more and more difficult. Now, how far it goes before it phase counter rolls over, which, like, goes back to being 1. Because yeah, it's an endless game or whatever. But eventually the phase being like the level number. Yeah. Originally I thought, when I first came up with this definition of 100%, I was thinking, oh, it's probably going to be like after 99 it'll go 0 and then 1, because it's a 2-digit number, right? For anyone who's curious where the phase number is, right at the start of a phase, you'll see it right under the top score. So here we are on phase 7. Those bonus stages don't have a phase number. But yeah, so we're on phase 7 right now. So I figured, you know, 99, 100, or well, 0, 0 for 100, and then back to 1. Nope. After 99, it goes A0, then A1, A2, up through A9, B0, B1, B2, up through B9. It keeps going up like this up until P5, which is the equivalent of 255. And then it goes to 0, and then 1, back to 1. So, and the best I've gotten up to, furthest I've gotten total is 76. The furthest I've got without dying is 67. Which is interesting that it's, you know, the same digits just reversed, but, you know. And it was in the same. Unsurprisingly, that it was in the same run. But yeah, the game does get faster as you get further in, and thus becomes more difficult. Enemies move faster, get air faster, lightning starts showing up sooner, lightning moves faster. And yeah. Lightning being the bigger threat. So, one of those enemies there, in the regular levels, if they hit you, they'll take away one of your balloons. And they have to hit you a second time to actually kill you, right? And if you get to one of these bonus stages with one balloon, you actually get your second balloon back, which is a big saving grace, and something that actually makes this feel much more possible. Much more plausible, I should even say. Obviously, it's possible, but it makes it feel much more plausible, that it's much more doable. For me. Yeah, the lightning, though, that'll kill you instantly. Lightning touches you, you're just dead. So you got to be paying attention to the lightning at all times. Now, there can only ever be 2 lightning on screen at a time. Like, right now there's 2 well, there was briefly 2 lightning. So during that brief time where there were 2 lightning, we don't have to worry about the cloud expelling another lightning. So a lot of the time, I try to avoid, especially as we get further in, I try to avoid the clouds because, especially as we get further in, and, you know, earlier on, it's like, you know, when the cloud starts glowing, I start going, right? Whatever. But as you get further in, you have very limited time to, like, react when the cloud starts glowing. Which means just avoid the clouds if you can. But when there's 2 lightning on stream, then it's actually not so bad. Then the clouds are no more dangerous than any other part of the level. Oof. Crappity crap crap crap. Okay, we're fine. We're not too far in, so despite me messing up my initial ascent. Cause yeah, this game is very much, you know, you want the higher, well, I was gonna say ground, I guess technically air, because obviously when, you know, you bump into them, whoever is higher up is the one who's coming out with their balloon not popped. And yeah, these bonus rounds are after every 3rd phase. I can't remember if I mentioned that today or not, but... And that, like I said, going with that whole saving grace thing is the fact that you can make small mistakes, lose a balloon here and there, and you'll still be okay. Yeah. And that's the basic gist of, you know, 100%ing this. 2-player mode is pretty much the same thing, just, you know, both players... And, well, both players having full amount of lives, and also both players having their score roll over. Single player score rolling over is just like it's gonna happen. Like, my score rolls over around phase 50 or so, which is like the 1/5 mark. But with 2-player mode, I want to make sure whoever I'm playing with also has their score roll over, so it's not like they're just, you know, doing nothing and I'm carrying the whole game. I'm still likely going to be carrying much of the game, but not everything. And then, as I said before, Balloon Trip, that's just an endlessly scrolling level. Just like one endlessly scrolling level. So that just go until the score rolls over. I was about to say super easy, but not super easy, but definitely simple. And definitely a lot easier. Because getting the score to roll over in Balloon Trip mode is something that multiple people have done. As far as I know, nobody has gotten the phase counter to roll over in Balloon Fight. Looking up, like, world, like, high score, you know, high scores for this game, which are, like, generally I've seen, like, videos with scores in, like, the 5 million some mark. It's people getting up to phase, like, I something, which is, what, 170 or 180 something, I can't remember. And I'm going for, you know, 256. So, I'm planning on going further with this than the people who have world record for high score. And that just, you know, it is what it is. Will I succeed? Maybe. In theory. I'm slowly, you know, getting better. Occasionally getting further. Getting more consistent even, you know. Because it used to be like, you know, getting into the 30s or especially the 40s was like, you know, a rare, happened here and there. Now it's like, you know, I generally get into the 30s. Occasionally get into the 40s. And, you know, have gotten up as far as the 70s. Keep getting better and eventually I will hopefully succeed. Thus is the plan. Just a matter of, you know, playing regularly, playing a lot, and you can get better at all sorts of things that you never even realized. Yeah. Getting perfect on all of these bonus rounds is not part of my definition of 100%. It's just something I try to do, just for, you know, the fun of it, but because I'm pretty sure you can get, like, patterns in there, like with the order that they come out of pipes, where it is just plain impossible to get them all. It certainly feels like that to me, so. Yeah. Plus the fact of the matter, like, what, 256 divided by 3 is, let's see, 24 divided by 3 is 8, we'll just say 255 for easier math, so 85, so 85, yeah, essentially 85 bonus rounds in there, and keeping track of making sure I've gotten, you know, perfect score on all of them would just be tedious, because, like, you know, I'd be like, wait, did I get all of them? Because I definitely have times where, like, you know, I'm somewhere in the 30s and I'm like, already like, did I get all perfect so far? I'm like, I think so, or maybe? That I should not have been by the cloud there. Didn't end badly, but it could have. Okay. Good to go. What are we up to? Phase 21. Ooh, and I'm also just realizing I am kind of tensed up. Need to be careful about not doing that. It's very easy to get yourself tensed up when you're playing video games. And, you know, occasionally tensing up is fine, but, like, when you're playing something like this and you're just, like, tensed up for, like, you know, however long, that is not a good thing. I need to be better about just trying to stay relaxed. Ooh. Still not perfect. That's close, that last one. But yeah, basically like the pattern where you, I'm not sure if you can get all of them. So where they're alternating back and forth between two of the pipes that are like not next to each other, where it just is like, feels like you can't get that. Lightning. Oh, let's just go this way. Oh, where are you going? Where are you going? Okay. 23. Also remember, there's 19 NES games. This is just one of them. Not 19 NES games here in Animal Crossing. This is just one of them. The only one I've 100%ed so far to my satisfaction is Donkey Kong Jr. Math, because honestly that game is not too complicated when it comes to... There was so much I could think of that, you know, really was to do for that game. Just able to accomplish it without too much issue. But I am curious. I mean, for some of the other NES games in here, I already have like ideas of. For most of them, I think I have at least some of like what I'm all kind of 100%. But yeah, but Balloon Fight here is the one. Well, no, we would say other than Donkey Kong Jr. Math, but no, even including Donkey Kong Jr. Math, Balloon Fight's the one I've definitely put the most thought into, just because, like I said, Donkey Kong Jr. Math didn't take as much to figure out just in general. Whereas this one I've been working on for some time now. Crafty crap. And there we lost our... I think that's the first balloon we've lost today. Yeah, this is definitely one of my least favorite level layouts for a lot of reasons. Okay, and then we have 26. And the fact that it's also right after a bonus stage, so we have to get through, you know, so we have to get through this one and now one more after this before we get to the bonus round and get our balloon back. And this one can be... deceptively tricky. Didn't actually have any issues this time. It's more in the later ones once you have more lightning showing up, because the edge of those platforms, sometimes in that phase, the last one, I have where I'm expecting a lightning to bounce off one of the corners or whatever, instead it goes through, or vice versa, and I'm just like often have lightning going somewhere different than what I was expecting. Okay. Ooh, that was way too close. Okay, and we got our balloon back, because we're now on bonus round. Whew, good stuff. Yeah, let's do a repeat. So, like, the first 3 phases are unique layouts that don't repeat. But then it's 4 through 12. Yeah, 4 through 12 that kind of repeat endlessly. Few, yeah. Definitely. It's... What do we have now? Phase 28. I hate those flippers. I try to avoid them if I can. But of course that requires them to actually come flying up here. So if you would be... There we go. No. See, at this point also, there might be times where you're like, why isn't Eric just, you know, like, I'll be really close to something and then, you know, just fly off, but I'm like, at this point trying to, like, just be paying attention to everything on the screen at any given time, and, you know, sometimes I will... Whoa. Okay, we're just gonna let him go down and see where he lands. If we're lucky, water. Yes, water. Good stuff. Whew, don't have to go after him. Phase 29. Oof. down a bit, thank you. The one left. I prefer him to come up here. There we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's not. Nope. Okay. Whoa. Damn it! I was not expecting to double back like that. Well, there's a death. So this is not the, you know... This is not the successful run. How far do we... Well, we can still keep going because, you know, we don't need to practice. Ooh, phase 30 only. No. Yeah, but hey, it happens. Yeah. Well, for anyone who's not, you know, not familiar with Balloon Fight, and like, you know, was watching me play and being like, you know, thinking, you know, wondering how it is to play it yourself. I think it is one of the NES games on Switch Online. So if you have a Switch and an online account, I think this is on there. So if you want to try it yourself and see how you compare. Ooh. Oof. Okay. No. Problem is, once I've had my first death, I do tend to often have my subsequent deaths a lot faster. Part of it is just like, you know, because you're getting further in, it's more difficult. But part of it is also, once I've had my first death and I know it's not going to be the successful attempt, you know, I often do make, you know, I often don't play as carefully then, and thus I'm more likely to make mistakes. It's 34. See, this is the layout that I was mentioning before is my least favorite layout. And here we see it again. Just because you saw, like, the way I was being, like, ganged up on up top or whatever. It's very easy to happen on this layout. And... yeah. He's almost assuredly going in the water. It's 35. as you go further, I also do end up, you know, being more likely to go silent for periods, just because, you know, as it gets more difficult, I start, you know, concentrating more, and all of a sudden I realize, oh, I haven't been talking. I should be talking. I'm streaming. But, you know, it is what it is. Sometimes the brain is just like, need to focus on game right now. No brain power for words. $37. Go. 38. Oof. Should not have bothered going after that one. He was going in the water anyway. 39. That was a nice, smooth phase. Ooh, yeah, see, here's the pattern I was talking about there, where it's just like, I don't think I can get all of them, and sure enough, I could have gotten more than I did had I been playing better, but I don't know if I could have gotten all of them when it just alternates between two of the pipes that are, you know, not directly next to each other, just the back and forth. I don't think I can manage that. So that was my first non-perfect today on the bonus rounds. Okay. That could have ended badly if the lightning had gone in a different direction there. Going this way. Crappity crap. That was my bad. Okay, last life. We'll still see how far we can make it before we lose this last life. Water, excellent. Oh, we're close to getting our score to roll over. I don't think after this bonus round, but not long after that. I don't think directly after this bonus round. I don't think from this bonus round. I mean, obviously, if it happens, it'll be after this, because that's the way time goes. Yes, not quite. 43, oof. Are you landing on land? Oh, you are. That's fine, though. Let's squeeze in there. 44. Crappity. Crap. Nope. Didn't get our score to roll over today. Close. That was a decent run, though. Decent enough. obviously not my best run, but like, you know, for my current level of play, that's like a decent run. Otherwise, I think this is a good point to call the Animal Crossing portion of this stream. How are we at 6:30? Yep. We've only been live for not even 2 hours. Yeah, we are definitely going to be playing some Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic right now. Because we did start. So normally we would have switched to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic a little while ago, but I started a stream late today. Because stream time is about the right, stream length is about the right time to switch. Actual time, we would normally be close to ending now, but, well, potentially. But yeah, so we're going to be switching over to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. So just give me a moment to swap over cables, grab the game, and start everything up, and then some Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic for a little bit.